Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you guys are doing good. Welcome to this LinkedIn Live by NICF. Today, in this topic, we're gonna talk about a very important aspect of the agri businesses, which is like financing. So to talk about that, we have our very own founder. He is NICF's founder, and we are very proud of him with his progress that he's been recently doing in his startup. So please welcome Shiroz Ali, the founder of Zarebra. How are you, Shiroz?
Thank you so much. Thank you for the introduction, Abu Bakar. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing very well. And it has been great support working with an ICF team and everyone.
That's great. So can you please start this conversation by a little bit introduction of yourself and Zarebra? That's all.
Basically, I started Zarai Baramdad back in 2024 September. Before that, I was an agriculture produce trader. I used to buy produce from different mandis and farms and villages and used to export them or sell them in the local market. While working in that industry and learning the experiences from there, I started working on a model in which farmers were able to earn more on their produce rather than the middlemen or the intermediaries who are making more profits by giving them services. So in that, when we tried to link this all up, we understood that it's not going to be a simple solution. It's going to be a whole ecosystem for farmers, जिसके अंदर उनको सिर्फ उनके प्रोड्यूस नहीं जा रहा, लेकिन उनको फाइनेंसिंग का एक्सेस भी मिल रहा है, उनको बेटर इनपुट्स भी मिल रहे हैं, उनको बेटर मार्केट एलोकेशन ऑफ द प्रोड्यूस भी मिल रही है. But obviously, this all requires a lot of time. It will take years and years to complete all of this ecosystem and all. But yes, we are there trying to build few things, and we have built few things already.
Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. So, Shiroz, you are in this field from quite some time now, and you have observed like the challenges of small farmers. So, I wanted to ask you, what are the biggest financial challenges faced by small and medium farmers in Pakistan?
Liquidation is an issue for farmers. Access to finance is the issue for farmers. Their current reliable, they rely on the sources which are not reliable for them to take the money, and the interest rates and the kind of money they have to give them back is costly for them. And because of that, they're not able to progress by selling their produce on better values, because whoever they take the financing from, they have to give the produce to that person also. So they are the decider of the value of whatever value the farmer is going to get. So farmers को liquidation and access to finance is very key to make them more profitable, give them more access to better markets and everything. तो उसके लिए their commodity which they are holding, that itself is a collateralized produce which is being sold on the same day from their farm. So that can be collateralized and gives them access to financing from banks and other people. It's just that the commercial banks and the people from the finance world need to understand that yes, this is a collateralized product and we can give them financing for this.
That's nice. That's nice. So usually people say that Pakistan's agriculture is lagging because we lack technology, right? So I wanted to ask you, how can technology make financing more accessible for farmers?
In agriculture, I believe technology gives us access to transparency. Financing requires transparency a lot. So, by combining technology and financing together, we will be able to give financing to the farmers, because farming in itself is not that transparent in Pakistan. You don't know what kind of amount you're paying to a transporter, what kind of amount you're paying to the people who are your suppliers for fertilizers and everything. That is not also documented, and banks do not get that information so that they can really see a single invoice of a fertilizer can give you an access to finance from a bank. A farmer does not know that, and they do not know how to keep it in a book also to present to financial institutions. So technology helps them, their farmers, that farmer just has to take a picture of their receipt or anything, and then we keep the books of the farmers with us and share it with the banks so that they can get the financing. So technology and financing works hands on hand in agriculture sector.
Amazing. That's very true that through technology there will be a very good transparency and there would be a very like visible pathway like from where financing goes and to who goes, right? It's good for record making, I guess. Yeah. So, Shiroz, you are also a startup as well, and there are like basically multiple startups that are helping like farmers and growing the agriculture economy of Pakistan. So, I wanted to know your perspective that what role do startups play in the transformation of Pakistan's agriculture sector?
Sorry, can you repeat yourself, Abubakar?
So, I was asking like what role do startups play in transforming Pakistan's agriculture economy?
Which startups like people who are helping
Like
farmers
what role they do play in the startup?
in enhancing the farming industry, in the agriculture industry.
Yes, yes,
For instance, the inefficiencies in supply chain, that is a huge issue. The spoilage of the produce, because 35% of the produce is spoiled on the way to the market. Bringing those efficiencies in place, startups who are working to increase that efficiency first. Second, startups which are giving satellite imagery facilities to to the farmers, through which they can know the nutrition value, the soil values of their land and everything. That is very helpful for the farmers. So there are multiple gaps in the agriculture ecosystem which can be leveraged on and build businesses on, which can help farmers also, and they can bring in more agri-tech companies.
amazing. So
Another
most
thing,
of our founders,
I was looking at a startup from a different country. They are giving services of soil testing. It's a remote soil testing van which comes to the farmland. They just take a soil sample and they give a test reports right then and there to the farmers, because of which farmers are able to make easier decisions, quicker decisions, and work on their land more effectively.
that's amazing. So Shiroz, one of the challenges that I have noticed here at NIC, like most of our founders are targeting the farmers as their main audience. They face the lack of connection between the farmers and the founder. So how does Ray Ramdad fill that gap and how they connected with the farmers?
Traveling. Staying with the farmers, staying in the different regions of Pakistan. We are operating in Gilgit Baltistan, Punjab, and Sindh. So I have personally stayed with farmers for weeks in their villages, in their cities, knowing their habits, knowing their culture, how they do proceed, what do they do, even after I observing small details about them, that when they sell their produce in the market, they just really want to treat themselves very good. So they want a new car or a new bike or something new, tractor or something, so that they can be proud of themselves that yes, they have sold something. So ये बहुत छोटी छोटी सी चीज़ें होती हैं जिनको आपको पिक करके ऑब्जर्वेशन अपनी उसके ऊपर बिल्ड करके कि फार्मर्स की एक्चुअल नीड है क्या, उनको उसके हिसाब से उनका टेलर मेड सोल्यूशन उनको देना होगा, rather than bringing a solution which is being implemented abroad or some other region of Pakistan even, that cannot be implemented into that region, because every region farmer is different to the other one.
Yeah, that's very true.
So you have
Actually,
to be
basically,
on the
the
ground.
connection is very important.
Yeah, it's
Sorry?
very important to understand. It's very important to understand that where I was working in Gilgit Baltistan with the farmers over there. There, how they deal is very different to the farmers in Punjab. Farmers in Punjab knows very well about supply and demand, that yes, because of supply and demand, market rates fluctuates a lot. But the farmers in Gilgit, they do not know that. Why? Because always they have been selling their produce to a middleman on a fixed rate, and that middleman takes to the market and sell it over there. But because of not knowing the experience, that sometimes when you sell it, like for instance, if you're selling today cherry on a rate of 100 rupees, it's not necessary that you're going to sell it on the same rate next day also, because supply and demand changes. So ये भी farmers को हमें भी समझाना पड़ता है different different region के, कि आपको भी समझना होगा कि how does the agriculture sector works in Pakistan.
Yeah, exactly. And also, this is basically, I have noticed that most of the founders like assume that this is the main problem that founders have. But before that main problem, they have very small problems as well. That's like a very big hurdle even to reach that big problem, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So can you share any of the interesting story where you were like surprised like that this problem also exists for the farmers?
There is a problem on every step in agriculture sector, because it is so disorganized that whatever you try to deal in with, there is some kind of a problem. For instance, when I got into the agriculture sector, I didn't knew a single thing about how does the agri work, what is produce, what is a variety, and everything. So the one learning which I was gotten from a Arthi in Jabalpur, he's the president over there, Haji Gulzar Saab. He mentioned to me that it's a living organism. Any fruit and vegetable, it's a living organism. अगर तुम उसको एक सर्टेन तरीके से नीचे फेंकोगे ना, तो जिस जगह से वो जाके नीचे गिर रहा है उसके ऊपर एक निशान पड़ेगा। सही, वो तुम्हें उस वक्त नहीं दिखेगा, वो तुम्हें बाद में जरूर दिखेगा। वो चोट होगी जब आपने उसको निकाला है और वो गिरा है। सही है, जब हम आलू देखते हैं या हम आम देखते हैं, कोई भी चीज़ देखते हैं, उसमें जो निशान पड़े होते हैं ना, वो बेसिकली उसकी एक चोट होती है। सही है, तो यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट दिस इज अ लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म एंड यू नीड टू हैंडल इट इन दैट मैनर ऑल्सो। यू हैव टू गिव द रिस्पेक्ट टू दैट थिंग। सही है, सो इसके अंदर लेबर को भी समझाना होता है, काफ़ी सारी चीज़ होती है। तो प्रॉब्लम इज ऑन एवरी सिंगल स्टेप इन दिस इंडस्ट्री। अब ये इतनी गुजर के हम लोग जा चुके हैं कि अब हम लोग नई प्रॉब्लम्स का वेट कर रहे होते हैं कि अब कौन सी आएगी, उसको सॉल्व करते हैं।
Amazing. That's amazing. That's like a very unique perspective. But it's a very true perspective. Like plants are also the living organisms, and we have to treat like that to them, right? So I wanted to ask you another very important question. So, Shiroz, I am from a tech background, and in tech we say data is the new oil, and that's very true because now most of the decision people make based on the data. So I wanted to ask you how important is data if we wanted to improve the agriculture financing problem as well?
Data in agri is not only important for financing, it is important for predicting future returns also, and which kind of crops should be harvested in which seasons, when is the best pricing for the crop, and what is the local demand to fulfill it. So data is very key in agriculture sector. For financing, even if we have a complete data of a farmer, that what kind of cost he has been putting in the farm, what kind of sales he has been getting, what is the margin, where he can leverage on financing. For instance, we have developed a produce back financing concept for farmers, on which we are working with the bank also already. सो इन विच इन दैट व्हाट वी डू इज, अगर एक फार्मर का प्रोड्यूस तैयार है, उसकी कुछ ना कुछ वैल्यू उस दिन की तो है फार्म गेट की। फार्म गेट की वैल्यू से लेके कंज्यूमर तक की वैल्यू के अंदर तकरीबन 66% का डिफरेंस होता है। सही है, अब उसके अंदर बीच में जो सारा मार्जिन जाता है वो बहुत सारे लोगों के पास चला जाता है, जिस बिकॉज क्यों, क्योंकि फार्मर के पास फाइनेंसिंग का एक्सेस नहीं है और उसको लिक्विडेशन चाहिए सेम डे के ऊपर, इसलिए वो फार्म गेट वैल्यू के अपने प्रोड्यूस को बेचता है। सही है, और वो वहाँ पे अपने पैसे ले लेता है। अगर वहीं पे उसको फार्म गेट वैल्यू एज अ फाइनेंसिंग ऑप्शन मिल जाए कि वो एज अ फाइनेंसिंग उसको ले ले और वो वेट करे कि उसका प्रोड्यूस मार्केट वैल्यू में जाके मार्केट पे जाके बिके और फिर वो पैसे उसके रिफ्लेक्ट कर जाए, तो फार्मर्स आर विलिंग टू डू दैट। दिस इंक्रीजेस देयर इनकम बाय 20-25%। ऑल ऑफ दिस वाज पॉसिबल टू डू बिकॉज ऑफ डेटा। जो हमारे पास डेटा था वो हम लोगों ने उसके ऊपर लेवरेज करा, बैंक्स के साथ काम करा, वी डेवलप दिस मॉडल विद द बैंक्स एंड नाउ वी आर डिप्लॉइंग इट। सो विदाउट डेटा दिस वाजंट इवन पॉसिबल।
That's very true. And also, I wanted to ask you, like, what are the impacts that your startup has created till now? Can you share some story as well?
See, our journey has been, we have evolved on every problem. We started when I gave my first pitching round in NIC Festabad when I got incubated over here, was that I wanted to build a startup which exports farmers' produce. That we will take, my concept at that time was that कि हर फसल के अंदर से exportable produce भी है। फार्मर वो सारा प्रोड्यूस एक ही बंदे को बेच देता है, जिसके अंदर से वो एक्सपोर्ट की वैल्यू नहीं ले पाता। तो व्हाट वील डू फॉर फार्मर्स इज दैट वील टेक द प्रोड्यूस, वील सॉर्ट ग्रेड इट एंड वील एक्सपोर्ट देयर एक्सपोर्टेबल प्रोड्यूस एंड वील सेल द रेस्ट प्रोड्यूस इन द लोकल मार्केट। अब उसके बाद ये इवॉल्व हो के अब यहाँ पे पहुँच गया है कि वी हैव बिल्ड अप अ मार्केट एलोकेशन सिस्टम, जिसके अंदर फार्मर का प्रोड्यूस हम लेते हैं, उसको हम डिटरमाइन करते हैं वेदर इट्स एक्सपोर्ट के जो है वो एक्सपोर्ट में जाएगा, जो मॉडर्न ट्रेड में जाना चाहिए वो मॉडर्न ट्रेड में जाएगा, जो रिटेल पे जाना चाहिए वो रिटेल पे जाएगा, और जो B2B इंडस्ट्रियल यूज़ के लिए जाना चाहिए वैल्यू एडिशन के लिए वो वहाँ जाएगा, सो दैट वी कैन गिव अ ब्लेंडेड एवरेज टू द फार्मर, जिसके अंदर उसको सबसे ज़्यादा रिटर्न बन पाए। तो ज़राए बरामदाद हर प्रॉब्लम के साथ इवॉल्व होता गया है। लॉजिस्टिक्स के अंदर हम लोगों ने इस तरीके से अब हम लोग उसको बिल्ड करेंगे। पहले वी यूज टू जस्ट डू अ सिंगल राउट ऑफ अ सिंगल प्रोड्यूस, और वहाँ से वो गाड़ी का खाली किराया वापसी हम लोगों को लगता था। तो नाउ व्हाट वी आर डूइंग क्रॉस लोडिंग व्हेन वी आर वर्किंग इन डिफरेंट रीजन्स ऑफ गिलगित बल्तिस्तान, पंजाब एंड सिंध। तो जो सिंध का प्रोड्यूस हम पंजाब भेज रहे होते हैं, वही पंजाब से हम सिंध लेकर आते हैं कोई दूसरा प्रोड्यूस उसी गाड़ी में। तो वी आर कटिंग डाउन ऑन दोज लॉजिस्टिक्स कॉस्ट ऑल्सो, which is benefiting farmer at the end of the day. So every day, every month, Sarai Baramdad is evolving. by their experiences, whatever we are getting.
Yeah, exactly. And what problems do you think still exist and what they can be solved by the government and the private sector in the agriculture field?
Honesty, transparency, uh, मिसमैनेजमेंट इन द इंडस्ट्री ओवरऑल बिकॉज इसके अंदर जो पेरिशेबल प्रोड्यूस के साथ आप डील कर रहे हो ना, तो इट्स अ टेकिंग टाइम बॉम्ब। वो जिसके हाथ में खराब हो गया, सारा लॉस उसी ने बेयर करना है। तो जब वो लॉस उसने बेयर करना है, तो ही हैज टू पुट ब्लेम्स ऑन टू एवरीवन, which brings dishonesty, mistrust and everything into the picture, जिसकी वजह से इस बिजनेस के अंदर, इस इंडस्ट्री के अंदर डील करना ना बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल हो जाता है आपके लिए। एट टाइम्स वी फेस प्रॉब्लम्स जिसके अंदर हमारी रिकवरीज स्टक हो जाती हैं। फार्मर ने हमें प्रोड्यूस की कुछ क्वालिटी बोली थी, जब हम उसके फार्म पे पहुंचे तो कुछ क्वालिटी निकली, सही है। तो ये जो है ना, ये सबसे बड़ा बैरियर है हमारे लिए, और ये प्रॉब्लम हम लोग को सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा जब तक हम लोग इनकी आदतों को चेंज ना कर दें। The farmers telling them that yes, we are trying to be honest with you, you have to be honest with us also, so we can work hand in hand together.
Yeah, very true. And how basically emerging agri-tech trends are going to be, and which aspect that the next generation of agri-tech founders should focus on.
I'm seeing aquaculture is going really well, and it's growing on a very good trajectory also. Whereas we talk about the grain market, that is very sustainable and stable. Fruits or vegetable markets, of the perishability, the challenges are very different. So overall, I believe जो हम लोगों का currently एग्रीज के अंदर फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल और ग्रेन्स का भी जो पोर्शन कम हुआ है, एंड the livestock is too much taking the part of the agriculture sector in Pakistan. So people should start working on the produce of cotton, for instance, and fruits and vegetables and different। उसके अंदर कोई solutions on the seeds, जैसे seeds के ऊपर हमारे इतना काम पाकिस्तान के अंदर नहीं होता इसके अंदर, जिसकी वजह से पाकिस्तान की यील्ड्स बहुत कम हैं बनस्बत दूसरे मुल्कों के। सो यहाँ पे बहुत सारे गैप्स हैं जिनको फुलफिल लोग कर सकते हैं अभी भी आगे।
Exactly. So, as one of our main topic for this base LinkedIn Live is also like how farmers can fulfill their financial barriers, right? So, I wanted to ask you what financing models can make small farmers credit worthy without increasing their debt.
फॉर इंस्टेंस द मॉडल वी आर वर्किंग ऑन is कि फार्मर की एक फसल तैयार है, उसको बेचनी है, वो ZB ने ज़राई बरामदात में अपनी कस्टडी में ली, वो हमने ले जाके मार्केट के अंदर बेच दी। अब उसके बीच में जितने भी एक्सपेंसेस हैं जो भी हैं, वो ज़राई बरामदात एज अ कंपनी खुद कर रही होती है उन प्रोड्यूस के ऊपर, बी इट ट्रांसपोर्टिंग, सॉर्टिंग, ग्रेडिंग, पैकेजिंग, एनीथिंग, व्हाटएवर इट इज। Once it's sold into the market, then we deduct all the expenses and give the proceeds to the farmers। सही है, इसके अंदर हमारी सर्विस फी होती है, ये सारे एक्सपेंसेस होते हैं, सब कुछ होता है। अब इसके अंदर हमें फाइनेंसिंग का, जाहिर सी बात है, कोई भी फार्मर ना हम पे ट्रस्ट करके ऐसे दे देगा, और एक उसका जेन्युइन इशू भी है लिक्विडेशन का, कि उसको पैसा भी जल्द से जल्द चाहिए। तो देयर व्हेन वी हैव द प्रोड्यूस इन आवर कस्टडी, वी टॉक टू द बैंक्स एंड पीपल दैट yes, we will be responsible to pay you back when the produce is sold into the market। So people who ever are building financing solutions for the farmers, they have to take the responsibility on themselves also, because farmer is not capable, or farmer is not the one who has exposure or who know कि उसको पैसे को वापस भी कैसे देना है, and he is not that responsible with the money also। सो जो भी solutions बने हैं आगे पीछे फार्मर्स के लिए, जो कि बहुत से बन सकते हैं, there are companies working on seeds financing। They take financing from the banks for the seeds of the farmers, and they particularly supply those seeds only to the farmer। और सीड वो पैसा वापस, फार्मर वो पैसा वापस तब देता है जब वो अपनी फसल बेच देता है। तो अब इसके अंदर इस तरीके की कंपनीज भी और कंपनीज के साथ टाई अप कर सकती हैं, कि rather than relying on the farmer कि फार्मर सीड कंपनी को पैसा वापस दे, जो कंपनी फार्मर से उसका प्रोड्यूस ले रही है आगे बेचने के लिए, वो सीड कंपनी को भी पैसा वापस दे सकती है उसका जो बनता होगा। So connectivity can be built up between companies and they can work together, so financing can be made more easier for farmers।
Okay. Shiraz, I have seen you are very, very passionate about basically filling the gaps of financing in Pakistan's agriculture sector. So I wanted to know you in the ideal situation. What a perfect farmer-friendly financing system looks like for the farmers in Pakistan. Can you hear me, Shiroz? I guess, guys, Shiroz is facing some problems with the internet, and this is like if we're living in Pakistan and we are addressing the founders. So, founders should be basically be ready for every kind of a problem, and they should learn from basically what problems they face and try to make a longer and a larger impact in the limited resources that we have in this country. So it is the time that we have left without shows. I wanted to let you know, guys, that if you have any startup idea based on in agriculture, in textile tech, or in any emerging technologies, our cohort 9 and 10 applications are open. So please apply away
I'm sorry.
for a new code. Hey Sharol, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. My internet
Yeah.
got
So I
disconnected.
was just telling people that this is like the entrepreneurship told us that how we basically create a bigger and larger impact in the limited resources and a lot of problems in our country, and internet shortage is one of them as well. And I was telling them that our new cohorts application are open, and if they have any startup idea, do apply away on our website. And Sharoz was our startup founder as well, and I guess he can basically testify for us that his experience was worth it, and NICF had played a major role in his startup success. Hey Sharoz. I guess Sharoz has a lot of problems going on with the internet. So meanwhile, I think we'll address the question in the chat box, guys. If you have any question related to the applications for a new that has basically been launched since last Friday, so they can basically comment away here, and I can answer those problems in here. So the website that we are using for our induction is basically www.nicf.com, and you guys can go, and there is like an apply now button over there, and apply away there is a form that will show after that, and you guys can fill that form up, and then you can basically get into the inducted startups, and then there will be a process in which basically we'll shortlist the startups, and then there will be pitches and all that. And after that, if your startup has a potential, then we will basically get you incubated here, and you guys can get benefit from our basically our extensive mentorship network that we give to our founders to so that they can basically help with their startup. And we have a world class co-working space as well that we also offer to our startup founders. If they wanted to work from Faizabad, from our co-working space, they are free to use it. They are free to organize conferences here. They are free to organize any events here. And also, one of the important key elements for startup is basically, I always say that network is your net worth, and we have very vast industry linkages connection, and we help you out with making the industries connections, and also help you out with the investment opportunities that basically our startup founders can get. And because financing is one of the important elements of founder journey as well, as we were talking how financing is important for the founder journey. So yeah, Sharoz, welcome back.
ये भी एक challenge है पाकिस्तान के अंदर, a stable
Yeah,
internet connection
exactly.
to build companies in
Yeah.
Pakistan.
Yeah, maybe in our next induction, we need a startup who basically can provide better and
Can make
consistent
a
internet
Starlink
during
for
the
Pakistan.
online classes. right? So I was just telling them like our new induction applications are open. So Shiroz is one of our startup founder, and he can, I guess, testify for us like how beneficial NICF's incubation program was for his startup growth.
Even before joining NICF, I was connected to the horticulture department's director, I guess, who was there, Dr. Anwar, and that was because of NICF. I am based in Karachi. I am born, brought up in Karachi with the director at that time in NIC Faistabad, and he guided me very well कि आपको क्या क्या करना चाहिए और किस तरीके से करना चाहिए. Is my internet still not working?
Yeah,
Can you hear me
yeah.
over?
So yes, I can hear you.
So
So I guess
basically, I
like,
was trying to tell.
yeah, yeah. Continue,
I was
please.
trying to tell. I was trying to tell. Even before joining NICF, I was being provided the help which I required. Though I was sitting in a city very far away from Faistabad, or उस time पे when I came to Faistabad, I was helped pretty well कि जिस तरीके से वहाँ पे इंडस्ट्री एक्सपर्ट्स थे जैसे मूसा हैं हमारे लिए फाइनेंशियल एक्सपर्ट्स के लिए मूसा हैज हेल्प्ड मी अ लॉट इन अ लॉट ऑफ मैटर्स ऑफ फाइनेंशियल एंड लॉ एंड टेक. फिर उसके बाद एग्री को समझना एग्रीकल्चर सप्लाई चेन को समझने के लिए द इंडस्ट्री एक्सपर्ट्स व्हिच वर प्रोवाइडेड बाय NICF ओनली दैट वाज वेरी हेल्पफुल फॉर मी ओवरऑल. And then when I was going through the process of the race from AP, I took the consultation from Musa again to build my financials to know what kind of numbers are legitimate, what kind of numbers should be projected to give to those investors also. फिर investor summits के अंदर 2-3 दफा I participated. I had interactions with a lot of investors. उसमें से एक आधे investor के साथ मेरी अभी भी conversations चल रही हैं. So yes, NIC has helped me a lot in my journey. I got to know and understand what startup ecosystem is, how a startup is built, on what kind of foundations should be built. Because a traditional way of doing a business and building a startup is a very different ball game altogether.
Yeah, exactly. So, like coming back to our original question, I asked you, like, according to you, what ideal farmer-friendly financial system should look like in Pakistan for the farmer?
Ideal financing solutions should look like for farmers.
Yeah,
See, uh, though I'm working on financial solutions for farmers in Pakistan, but I believe that giving the money on the basis of कि वो क्या उग आएगा, that is going to be always riskier for farmers, for financing institutions or the lenders, people giving financing to the farmers, क्योंकि आप predict नहीं कर सकते कि कितनी yield accurately आएगी, क्या सैलाब आ जाएगा, क्या उनकी फसल तबाह नहीं हो जाएगी. इन limitations की वजह से वो एक बहुत मुश्किल है कि वहाँ पे आप उनको फाइनेंसिंग कर पाओ. जो बाकी चीज़ें हैं जैसे आपके इनपुट्स हो गए, आपके इक्विपमेंट्स हो गए, आपकी दीगर सेल्स हो गई, उधर बहुत सारे फाइनेंसिंग सॉल्यूशंस बन सकते हैं फार्मर्स के लिए, जिस पे फार्मर्स फिर आगे काम कर सकते हैं. लेकिन पर्टिकुलरली फसल लगाने के लिए उनको फाइनेंसिंग देना, दैट इज ऑलवेज गोइंग टू बी वेरी रिस्की इन माय
yeah.
ओपिनियन.
Okay, exactly. So thank you so much, Rose, for coming to this LinkedIn Live today. I have learned a lot about the financial problems of Pakistan, and also the things that you are doing with Rai Ramnath is really, really amazing. So at the end, I wanted to ask you a question that what things the agri-tech farmer should keep in their mind before entering into the entrepreneurship world related to the agriculture.
I guess that there are inefficiencies everywhere, but there are also existing solutions in the market. Most of the solutions which we are working on, they existed in the market before us. सही है, उसी के ऊपर लेवरेज करते हुए ट्विस्ट एंड ट्वीक करके कि व्हाट शुड बी द राइट वे ऑफ यूजिंग दिस सॉल्यूशन फॉर द फार्मर्स और फॉर द प्रॉब्लम वी आर फेसिंग, वो एक बेहतर तरीका होता है रादर देन बिल्डिंग अ सॉल्यूशन फ्रॉम अ स्क्रैच जिसकी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में बहुत मुश्किल होगी, जिसकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग में फार्मर को बहुत मुश्किल होगी. तो ये एक बहुत ज़्यादा मसले होते हैं एग्रीटेक के अंदर एक फाउंडर के साथ. तो एग्जिस्टिंग सॉल्यूशंस जो हैं आप उन्हीं को ही ट्विस्ट एंड ट्वीक करके बहुत बेहतर करके फार्मर्स के साथ काम कर सकते हैं.
Thank you so much, Shiroz, for coming to this live today. And we have some questions in the comment section as well. And I also want you to answer those questions as well. So I'll
Sure.
read it one by one and then you can answer it. So, first question is, what is the most effective way to reduce farmers' dependency on middlemen while ensuring they receive fair market value?
By ensuring the by इंश्योरिंग कि सप्लाई चेन पूरी जो है वो फार्मर ओन्ड ही है। इसमें ये सबसे बेहतर है, नॉट वर्किंग विद अ कंपनी लाइक ज़राए बरामदादी में, that you have your own supply chain in which you take the produce to the market on your own and you sell there. There are people in the market, Pakistan also, in our neighboring countries, which are example. You can go and see them how they are building their businesses. There is this company called Organic Acre from India. Whatever they grow on their produce their farm, they sell it by themselves only. तो जितना भी उसके प्रोसीड्स होते हैं वो डायरेक्टली उन्हीं के पास ही आते हैं। दे हैव एन ई-कॉमर्स वेबसाइट, सारा कुछ उन्होंने उस तरीके से करा हुआ है। और पाकिस्तान में भी ऐसे बहुत से फार्मर्स हैं जो इस तरीके से काम कर रहे हैं। तो ओनिंग द होल इकोसिस्टम फॉर देमसेल्व्स, फार्मर विल मेक द मोस्ट अमाउंट ऑफ मनी बाय रिमूविंग द मिडलमैन। अगर मिडलमैन के साथ भी आपको काम करना है तो चूज पीपल हु यू वर्क
Okay. So, our next question is, what skills should founders develop before launching an agri-tech startup?
with। सॉरी,
Which skills should founders develop before launching an agri-tech startup?
observation, I believe.
Exactly.
That is the first thing you need to have, because we living in urban cities is very different to what is happening in the rural sector of Pakistan. So once we go there, we need to observe and see कि इनकी problems हैं क्या, किस तरीके से आप solve कर सकते हो, why do they have so much of trust issues and all these things. So business करने का तरीका तो आप सीख ही लोगे, सही है, लेकिन उन लोगों को समझना होगा सबसे पहले जिनके लिए आपने, जिनके साथ आपको काम करना
Exactly, exactly. Thank you so much, Shiroz, for coming to this LinkedIn Live and addressing with our LinkedIn audience. And thank you so much, guys, for listening to our LinkedIn Live today. And I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation and learned a lot from this conversation. And at the end, I just also wanted to remind you that our applications are open. And if you guys have any inspiring idea that you think could be our next breakthrough or next unicorn of Pakistan, so do apply away on our website, and then you can basically get the benefits of the NSCS world class incubation system. Thank you so much. Allah.
है। Thank you.